Heyo, what's up? Welcome back, everybody. This one's gonna be a hoot and a holler, a real banger of a story. Y'all don't know, y'all don't know about it. All right, maybe you do. Okay, so we want to actually make this scroll bar thing work, right? When you scroll, we've confirmed that it actually is scrolling. So let's get rid of all these log statements. Um, FYI, I haven't done anything um, since I hopped off. I just had to get my laundry and then I ate lunch. Um, okay. Um, Part 34. This is actually kind of crazy to think. Uh, like how long this has been going on. I'm actually really proud of myself for doing this. Okay, so on scroll, right? As we scroll down, we need to update. We do need some list state, right? So let's say struct list state, and let's say float offset equals 0.f, and then let's say let's take a name, or let's take an ID, constant string ID. Okay. Right, sue me, we're going to use strings as IDs for persistent things. So we're going to have inline auto list states equals std vector list state. Nope, we're going to use std unordered map list state, boom. Alright, we're using unordered map. I really need to like clear the cache of C-line. This is just like a problem. Okay. Okay. I guess probably include string. Okay. Alright, so we have list state, we have offset. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna say if list states dot contains ID. If it doesn't, we're gonna create it. I'm okay with that. I've never really kind of feel like I just like doing list states ID equals boom, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. It's a little bit cleaner. I'm not coding Jesus, so I really don't know the difference. Like, if this is a cardinal sin of, like, the STL, like, super genius, like, big mind, big brain collective, like, I don't give a shit, bro. Alright, so we're gonna say list states, we're gonna say const auto. Oh, right. So what we have to do is we have to get std string, we can copy it by value, or we could store it on the element, but I'm just gonna do copy by value. And then I don't know. Let me, yeah, I'm gonna say to do fix copy by value method for string IDs for persistent state. Okay. So we say what API is this? Dupe X? Oh, this is Chisel. Whoa, hello. Wait a sec. What is all this? Is it Chisel? Oh no, is this This is like terrain gen stuff. Back when I would do lowercase function names. Whatever. Don't know why that would be open, other than C-line being horrible. Okay, this file's gotten quite large. Probably time to break it up into some other files. Okay, list widget, and we want to say on scroll. I'm passing by value, but again, whatever. So on scroll, what do we want to do? We want to say const auto, or we want to say auto state equals. I'm gonna say S because we're gonna also declare state out there. We're gonna say S dot offset plus equals. And what we need is UI dot scroll offset dot Y. So context dot HPP. GLM vec2 scroll offset, and then in main, where we actually pass update, we're gonna also pass engine window.mouse.scroll offset, which probably should be a vec2, right? Okay, thank you. So then this gets to be a const glm vec2 scroll offset, and then nope. We're gonna say UI. Okay, so now we're gonna say on scroll, we're gonna update the scroll offset. We're gonna go to list widget, and we're gonna say boom. And again, structure bindings, like what the hell? And then we're gonna say UI Q layout. Okay, now, so we queue the layout. Now what happens, right? So we want, let's say const auto state equals boom. And we can't just pass a pointer to this because this might reallocate memory. I don't know. I don't think that's wise. So we want to use state. We want to say down start so we have here, right? We kind of have we kind of need a content sort of container. So obviously don't forget begin. So let's run this and see what happens, just to make sure everything works and is good. Okay. Oh, we need a name. Plugin list. Nice. Okay, and then we want to say, like, for this, we want to say width is OP parent width. Run that again. Dude, this computer has been so good at not being like a bullshit piece of shit computer, and now all of a sudden when I start to like actually like need it, it's just like a piece of shit bullshit computer. Ooh! Ayo! Botch toe! What happened? Ayo! That's the wrong spot. I want to play Minecraft. Ooh, yes. Nah, but I don't fuck around with socializing, bro. All I do is write code. I'm like that. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. All I do is write code. I don't care. Okay, this should go to list widget. I don't even know how I got to main there. I actually don't even know how I got to main. Like, what the hell? Bro, C-Line, I mean, there's no IDE I would rather be using. Bro, every time this shit happens, I think my screen, like, is going black. Okay, so, alright, good. So now, in list widget, we could say something like, this container gets width, which is, and then top gets to be OP layout ledger Y list state that offset. I don't know what accent that is, so there's no way I'm offending anybody. Bro. Yo, I'm restarting. I'm cleaning the cache. I'm restarting this shit, bro. This shit be getting slow on me. I know it's not my program. Yo, the biggest choice just really tapped in, bro. Okay, it's like a little delayed for some reason, but I mean, it's like a relayout happening every freaking frame, bruh. Alright, that's hard. Good shit. Alright, we got a little scroll view, huh? Alright, so if we go over back to C-Line, which is frozen, of course. Like, what? Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to profile this shit soon. This is getting out of hand. Okay, so I feel good about all of this. We want the scroll bar to be plus state.offset, because we kind of want minus height, right? Let's see about this. And then we could say offset plus equals boom, and then we could say let's say stood size tidx ln idx, and then we could say s dot offset dot equals stood clamp 0. Oh wait, values first. S dot offset 0.f. That's the low, and then the high is UI dot quad solve context dot quad buffer at lm idx dot Oh wait, no, it wouldn't be that. It would be um so we know, see, this might be sort of part of the where the hackiness comes in, but we know the LM index, and then we know the next, we know what this is, right? So it should be plus 1. Alright, let's see what this does. Alright, so we clamped it the wrong way. What is it? So if it's like that, so that is 1, offset is 13. Oh, then I guess we say we clamp between that and 0. Okay, I'm okay with that. A locked-in masterpiece is taking place. Okay, so this really should be, so we could say something like this. So we have our state, so we say like const auto container quad equals that, const auto list quad equals that, and really what it should be is the difference, right? It should be, if list quad is going to be smaller than container, list quad minus container quad, dot height minus dot height. So we could say this, we do this all in one line, right? We could say plus that, and then, yeah. Alright, so that should be, so obviously offset is negative. Okay, so offset is negative. Forgot about that. Which makes sense because we're moving something up, right? So this should really be minus state dot offset. But obviously there's going to be something different when it comes to that. Yeah, so this needs to like stop right there, right? Boom. So it needs to travel faster. So if it's going, this is where I'm confused, right? So So the offset is in between, is the difference between list quad and container quad. So we want to move. So we know the pixel offset that we've scrolled, but we want to know what percentage of that. We want to know what percentage, or yeah. So offset. There should be state offset. All right, down here, state offset divided by So we could also say something like we update our state, so we have our offset and then we could say like percentage scrolled or like amount. We just do normalized offset, which is s dot normalized offset is s dot offset divided by container quad height minus list quad dot height. So the reason we do that is because what's the other option? We say like, oh, like OP, like then we have to reference a child, like a sibling, and that is not something that I have set up for the constraint thing. So like this is a fine solution, I think, to that. So we can literally just say state normalized offset, and then what does that end up being? That ends up being between 0 and 1. And what that, and then so what's the distance that we have to go? It's times OP parent height minus OP height. This is fucking crazy, bro. This is crazy that this is like that's fucking crazy, bro. Stop playing with the biggest. Just cut it out. Just cut it out. Cut it out entirely. Y'all are not doing this shit like me, bro. Y'all are not doing this shit like me, bro. This shit, that's my own fucking language, bro. That's a DSL, dickhead. Catch up. Sorry. There's a lot of people that's a lot better than me, and probably some of you guys are way better than me too. I really could be every single person who's watching this is like, aha, you suck at this shit, bro. I would have had this shit done. But we're on part 34, I think. Right? We're on part 34. Yeah. The biggest. Alright, sorry. I just got hype, bro. This shit is dope. Yeah, cause you make it. You think I should just call it, like, nah. I want to do search. So, dude, this is so fucking sick. We're getting so close. All right, so I'm pushing this. Get status. Get add. Get commit. List. Oh. What do you mean? I added. I hate Mac terminals sometimes. It's always on some bullshit. All right. This. Okay. I just want you to see. This is list widget. Okay. This is scroll widget. That's for scrolling. Just FYI, this is for scrolling with non-custom styles and like a whole bunch of other bullshit, okay? This is for scrolling. On top of that, this is for trees. This is for widgets. You see, bro? You see the difference, bro? You see how I leveled up? You see how I was the answer and now I'm the truth? You see how I was the son and now I'm the father? You see how I was picked and then I became chosen? Like, catch up, bro. Just catch up. I want someone to talk to. Shit, I applied for a job. I'm just thinking about this. I got this email back on Tuesday. I didn't see it until Wednesday. I was checking my email, but it literally doesn't matter the excuse. Like, I saw it a day late, but they were trying to interview, and it's just like, bro, like, I hope. And they haven't responded. I responded this morning. They haven't responded yet. I just, it's a teaching job. It's a teaching job. And I really hope that I can get it because I actually am really passionate about teaching, and I really think that like I feel like I have a lot to teach and a lot to learn, and I really care about the way computer science is taught. And just writing this code makes me just feel like this is like a creative thing that like anybody can do, you know? But yelling at the camera and calling people bad words is probably not the best way to get hit back. Fuck. I think it's probably fine, but whatever. Okay. Okay, so search. So what does search do? So search, right? So I think we have in our left. We have like left track list item, main area. Where's left area? Oh, and then we have our plugin item. Okay. So I don't like how that looks. Whatever. Maybe I can take height as an argument. I don't know. Oh. Like, if it's something you're going to have to specify every time, I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it's best to have, like, a list config where you go, like, .id, whatever. That might look better. I might try that. So text field. So if hover, so on text change is gonna work similarly, right? So we're gonna say like on text change, on text change. And then copy and paste this. Let's do text change. And then fix the formatting, and then go to event handler map. Event handler fn text change. Wow, we have a lot of events to handle. So when does this actually happen? Well, handle event. Well, we can say something like this. We could say in main, we can go down here and we can say did text change will be false. Did text change is true. Did text change is true. Oh wait, no. Left, right. This is text changed. Oh, you know what? We probably do need this on UI. So we say context. Nope. Why would it? I want context. And I want to say cool text changed equals false. And then main, we want to say this is when text change is true. UI.text changed is true. And then we can say UI.text changed is false to reset it. Okay. So now, excuse me. We could say text field widget, or no, we could just say main, or no, we could say handle events, and state isn't going to change, so this is just like scroll. We could say if I equals UI dot. I don't have freaking access to UI. It's like okay, whatever. Stood size T focused LM. Oh wait, we have last clicked LM. I think. Yeah. If I equals last clicked LM and then text change. All right. So now in main, we could say text field dot on text change. I don't really care what the change is, but we could say I'm not sure how we did this before with searching. If you search for something, it should be searching through everything, right? So Excuse me. Need some coffee. Oh, I need to plug my phone in. That's what I need to do. I'll do that. Running out of time. Okay. So on text change. We're gonna say. I don't know if this is gonna do like a deep copy or whatever, but I don't really give a shit. I'm gonna say plugins is filter plugins. So for each plugin and plugins, we're gonna say if plugin.name.contains search, we'll do one of those. Then we will say UI.q layout. All right. Moment of truth. Does search work? That's so lit. That's so lit. Wow, this is the same bug as before. That's so lit. I'm so happy about that. That's so lit. Shit. I mean, fuck, we got search. We're really putting this shit to a test, though. I'm so hyped about this. We're making so much progress, guys. Yeah, for now, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do the highlight thing, even though that would be cool. I'm just not gonna do it right now. Though I could, I'm not gonna, because I don't even have the layout of this set up. So, honestly, guys, like, I'm pretty freaking proud of this so far. So, I might just call it. I think I will just call it. Good shit.